Question 1. An architect is designing a new building. He makes a model of the building such that the area of the rectangular base is 12x squared minus 11x minus 5. And the length is 3x plus 1. The completed model will be in the shape of a rectangular prism where the volume is given by the polynomial 24x to the third minus 58x squared plus 23x plus 15. Again, that was the volume. Determine the width and the height of the model in terms of x. Fill in the values of m and b to complete the expression. Type the width on the first line and the height on the second line. So two things. We have the area of a rectangular base. So let's focus on that first. Recall the area formula for a rectangle is length times width. So we've got an equation here, a formula, where we know two of those variables. We know the area is 12x squared minus 11x minus 5. We also know the length is 3x plus 1. To avoid confusion, I'm going to use the dot for multiplication. So to solve for w, we need to divide both sides by 3x plus 1. Those cancel, and we're going to divide this polynomial by 3x plus 1. So I've erased a lot of the work so that I can go through the division algorithm. So 12x squared minus 11x minus 5 divided by 3x plus 1. So to recall, to do this division, we have to think to ourselves, okay, how many times does 3x divide into 12x squared evenly? And if you have a hard time doing that in your head, you can kind of do that off to the side. 12 divided by 3 is 4. X squared divided by x is just x. So we're going to put the 4x, let me erase my circles here. Let me just erase all this. So the 4x goes here. And then we're going to multiply the 4x times the 3x. 4x times 3x is 12x squared. And 4x times 1 is positive 4x. So now we're going to take both of those terms and we're going to subtract them from the terms above them. Well, 12x squared minus 12x squared, these will just cancel and give us 0. Typically should happen. And then we have negative 11x minus 4x. Well, that's negative 15x. And then this negative 5, we're going to drop down. And then we're going to repeat the process. We're going to start all over again. So we have to think, okay, we've got 3x, and we've got this first term, negative 15x. Well, what is negative 15x divided by 3x? Negative 15 divided by 3 is negative 5, and the x's cancel. So the negative 5 goes directly above the negative 11x. And then to finish this off, now we're going to multiply again. So we're going to take negative 5, and we're going to multiply it by 3x. Negative 5 times 3x is negative 15x. Negative 5 times 1 is negative 5. And now when we subtract these two terms from the terms above it, by design, typically if we don't have a remainder, this should happen. These are going to cancel, and these are going to cancel. We have no remainder. So our width is 4x minus 5. So we're going to go through a similar process to now find the height. Again, they told us the volume of this problem is 24x to the third, that really long polynomial. Recall that the formula for volume is length times width times height. We already know what length times width is going to be. Length times width is 12x squared minus 11x minus 5, because that's just the area. So all of that multiplied by the height is going to equal, I'm not going to write it because it's going to take a long time, but this is our v. This would get substituted for v right here. And then you can probably tell at that point we're going to divide both sides by 12x squared minus 11x. 12x squared minus 11x minus 5. So we're going to take this and we're going to divide it by this to get our answer. So the exact same process we went through earlier, just these are longer polynomials. So we're going to take the first term here and divide it by the first term here. 24x to the third divided by 12x squared. 24 divided by 12 is 2. X to the third divided by x squared is just x. So 2x goes above here. And then we're going to go through the process. We're going to multiply. 2x times 12x squared is 24x to the third. We should always end up with that same term. Those two terms should mirror each other. 2x times negative 11x is negative 22x squared. Again, we've got like terms by design. And then 2x times negative 5 is negative 10x. And we're going to take all three of those terms and we're going to subtract them from the terms above. So 24x to the third minus 24x to the third is 0. Negative 58 minus a negative 22 is really the same thing as negative 58 plus 22. So what is that? That is negative 36x squared. I think that's right. And then 23 minus a negative 10 is the same thing as 23 plus 10, which is just 33x. The last term, negative 15, is going to drop down. And then we're going to repeat the process we began with. We're going to take the first term, negative 36x squared, and we're going to divide it by this first term, 12x squared. Negative 36 divided by 12 is negative 3. X squared divided by x squared, those just cancel each other out. So negative 3 goes at the top here. If we've done this right, our final step is we're going to take that negative 3, we're going to multiply it by these three terms, and everything should cancel out. We should get no remainder. Negative 3 times 12 is negative 36x squared. It's good. Negative 3 times negative 11x is positive 33x. And negative 3 times negative 5 is positive 15. Those don't match up, but I am just realizing I miscopied the problem at the very beginning. It isn't. Luckily, that does not change anything except here right at the end. So that's a positive 15. And when you subtract it, all these are going to cancel out. So our height should be 2x minus 3. We already got the width to be 4x minus 5.